All right.
So youngsters with us today.
What's up, youngsters?
There, yesterday. Good.
All right, Father Fletcher, Master Gracie. Me about OU. All right, so today is hook sweep. Hook sweep, so we're going to get moving on that. Here's what I need us to do when you get warmed up. I was like, what? So warming up today, since we have a few more people, we can't do that.
Move to a different dot so that they can see you.
Because I'll go in the middle.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's start jogging in place. Everybody's warmed up. And high knees. Heels up. And just a couple slides, just kind of back and forth, moving up, inside and outside of the body. Gotta stay 6 feet apart with there, guys. Stay coordinated.
Evan's off.
Evan's off. All right, and forward arm swings. Get some of the other stuff in the and backwards. I'll have to tell them logistics. Start back here. So it drives first. And hugs. You just have sliding practice and just go around, just up and down like in high school baseball.
Not sledding. Where do you use a kick shield?
When it rained in high school for baseball, we couldn't practice. We had sliding practice. Parents didn't like our muddy uniforms afterwards. Well, for your shot. Hands on your hips, head up and down. Right and left. Big shoulders. All right, now make two fists, put them underneath the chin. Wrist down. Back of your head, press up. Stay using white fork on Tuesdays.
I think she might work. You said she was stacked up for a while.
All right, hands on hips. I thought he was going to get you. Side to side. Front and back. Oops. Away. Together, knees together, rotate your knees. Other direction. Spread the feet wide, stretch down. And one hand up, other hand down, sit through, touch your hip, come up, both hands up. Other hand down, sit down, come back up, back and forth. Both hands up, then the other one down. Make sure you're getting your foot close to your hand. That's what's going to allow you to stand up better. All right, from here, as we sit through, we're going to plant the foot, lift our hips, look back, come back down, up, other side, sit through, lift, that head lift, looking up, moving forward. Let's go. Sit. And squat. Feet flat. Hips low. Elbows on the inside. Pressure knees out. Watch, you got the hose right behind you. Let's leave a little wet spot.
It'd be awkward.
Especially, yeah. Good. Hands up. Grips. Out. Good for your back, good for your legs. Wrists. What's that?
Don't eat before you come
Not a problem.
Right from here, you're probably going to adjust just a little bit, Chris, so you don't roll into that wet spot. So we're going to rock back, stretch your leg, come back up to your feet. Fall. Are you behind me?
Nope, you get.
Why don't you aim that way?
There we go.
There you go.
It's innovative, Coach.
Yeah. I'm thinking kidneys.
That's right.
Now come up, turn the hips, up on the knees, bring the hips forward. Switch sides. All right. Little motion here as you come up. Here. So slide your feet. Side note, lift your feet. Don't drag them. You will not like having what's on top of your feet after that. You get nice little burns. Pick them up, don't drag them. Socially distant man. All right, so from here, going up the middle, 1 foot, 1 knee. Try to stay as low as you can, so you're going to roll over this leg. You don't want to be up here. So low base. The back, switch legs. Roll up. Go. All right, to increase this a little bit, you're going to touch your feet on one side and then come up and do this. You're going to touch your feet, come back, touch your feet, back. Touch your feet on one side and the other. Stretching our necks a little bit more. All right.
You still roll up in combat base?
Yeah. What's that?
A lot of body weight to keep moving around.
All right, roll over on your belly. stretch. Down to the right. Get down to the left. Back to the look up. Roll down, elbows. Thumbs underneath your chin. Stretch your neck. No, it's like this.
It's just natural pose.
Oh, good. All right. Come up, stretch your shoulders. Okay, very good. All right, so starting off today, we have a couple of different techniques. I wanted to get a little bit shorter on our warm-ups. I know you guys are, it's going to, you guys just hate it, but so we're going to start off with our guillotine defense. So from here, guillotine defense here, guys. So what's happening? Bad guy, how did we get here? We came in and we're trying to do a double leg, but it's a little low. Maybe we try to get a clinch and our head's a little low. Bad guy shoves our head, and before we're ready to lift it and go around the back, he shoots his arm around our neck. So our head is here, he's wrapping. What's dangerous about this headlock is that this can turn into a choke and can be a choke very easily, and you don't have to have any type of training to make this into a choke. Okay, so bad guy's here, my neck is wrapped. I'm here. He's going to start squeezing and pulling up. As that arm fits around my neck, grab the wrist, arm over the top. As he goes to lift, jump to the side, buckle the body, chop the knee, shuffle down. Keep the arm. Hand comes out, push the chin, grab the shoulder, drop the elbow. Weight all the way down. Let's see, let's go. Shoot under the arm. Modified side mount. Under the side mount. The head. Okay, so again. So bad guy gets me in that headlock. I'm coming in, I'm trying to get a clinch. He shoves my head and wraps it up. Immediately grab the wrist with a monkey grip. Not a C-clamp. It's not going to stop it. It's going to just keep going through that hole. Monkey grip. Putting my weight on it. Other hand's going to swing up and over the shoulder, not past the head, but on this side of the head, my same side of the head. I'm going to grab what I can. Now, as he goes to lift to try to choke, most common mistake is to jump to the headlock side. It makes it tighter, causes you to choke yourself. I'll get you apart and look in. But for here, so lift, I'm going to jump to the opposite side. Let's see, he watches movies. I'm going to break down the posture by bringing my elbow down. I'm going to chop his knee that's right here with the inside of my knee. I'm going to hit the back of his knee. Chop it hard. As he starts to fall, I'm going to shuffle down, staying clear of the bad guy's legs. I don't want to get caught. Now, once I'm here, I keep a hold of this hand. I don't let go to catch my body. I take the hand out from behind him, and I'm going to push his chin. Essential detail to get his hand to get him to release is to push his chin. Don't let him have a comfortable spot. So I'm going to push his chin across, grab his shoulder. I'm going to drop my elbow down. A very common mistake here is to not grab that shoulder. And so your arm just does this. If this is the neck, it just rolls over. I want to anchor myself so it squeezes. Paper cutter choke. Okay. Very uncomfortable. May not make him pass out, but he's not going to like it. Once he lets go, shoot under that arm, under the head, side mount. Hold this position, and in future classes, we'll talk about how to defend that position, how to hold it, and not let it escape. Questions? Okay, so visualize here. Eyes are closed, bad guy comes in. You come in to get your clinch, but he shoves your head under, or you're a little low and wraps up your neck. Reach up with the hand on the same side that your head is caught on and grab the wrist without your thumb, using just your fingers. Hooking it and bringing it down the best you can. You're going to take the other hand, loop it really far back and over the shoulder, grabbing his clothing behind him, back hair, whatever he has. Now from here, he tries to lift and choke you, try to lift his arm through your neck. As he does that, you're going to jump to the side. You're going to jump to the side, away from your head. That arm is around the shoulder now. You fold your elbow down using your back muscles, strong muscles. You fold him to the side. Use your knee that's behind him and chop his knee forward so he loses balance and you fold him down. You shuffle your feet so that you don't end up between his legs. You maintain your balance. You're on your knees. From here, you keep that grip on that wrist. You take your hand out from underneath his neck. Push his chin over and grab his shoulder with a monkey grip. Now, keeping that anchor on that shoulder, you drop your elbow to the floor and make it very uncomfortable for him to maintain. Once he lets go, you're going to let go and pull the wrist off your neck, wrap that arm up, going underneath the shoulder. Take the other hand, the one that was holding on to the back and was pushing the chin, and go under the neck. Grab your hands together. Spread your feet wide for balance and base. And hold that position. Yes.
So the hand that's wrapped around over top.
Yes.
After you hopped around, you were talking about using that hand that arm to also break it. But if you're grabbing it on the back when you're down, how is that supposed to?
What it does is, great question. So as the bad guy, I'm here, I've got him in a position, he grabs a hold of this wrist, throws the arm over and comes over here. What that does is it causes this motion. So it puts a lot of weight here, and then when you chop it, they lose their balance.
While you're still holding on to it.
Yes. Yeah. So you just kind of fold that elbow down, and it helps cause this type of motion. Turning the body backwards. Keeps them in place as well, doesn't let them jump around. Yes.
Against a skilled or even quasi-skilled opponent, does your hand, once you're on the ground and you successfully on the other side of the guillotine, say they're still holding on and trying to regain half guard so they can finish the choke, should your south hand be blocking the hip instead of prying from the fingers? Is that because that's a spot I've been in before?
The question is this. So from here, they've got us in the headlock. We've taken them down. And so the good guy is here on his knees, and my neck is here. Can they choke me? Yes. Is it easy? Not as easy, because he can't pull this arm over. The ground's open. What he wants to do is get underneath and flatten out to where now he can sling. Right? So the question is a good question. Is if this guy is trying to do this and get his knees back in, should I be trying to block the knees instead of holding on to this wrist, trying to get it to pop off? What you got to think about is the energy there. Yes, maybe.
Okay.
But what I would tell you more likely is if you're on your knees with your knees in their hip,
sorry, you're on your knees.
So he's got my neck in here. I'm not like this,
Right.
where there's space. There's very little space for him to get his knee in. But as he starts, if he would have to shrimp away, and then I just follow him. Because he can't use his arms to hold anything in place. That's why you have to immediately clear the legs. Because then it can give him some sort of hold.
I guess in my head I was doing that, like better base than close up. So when that guy's reaching for, he's here.
He's reaching for the knee.
So that he can.
I know, but if he's reaching for the knee, he's already broken. So then it's yeah.
Gotcha.
One bonus detail. This is not in the curriculum, but it is very useful. In any type of guillotine or guillotine, once you get to that position, they might still be squeezing. Turn your head this way. Grit your teeth. Because as they start to squeeze, they're going to squeeze your chin into their ribs.
Chin toward the ribs.
Yes. Yes. Put your chin in their ribs. It's not fun. No. And you can even move a little bit and make it even less fun. Yeah, you create all those ribs in your chin. I do that to Drew all the time when he puts me in the guillotine. Play a washboard with your chin and your ribs. Yes. And so you can just kind of, and it's no fun to
That's me.
I would break it on the rib. Turn the rib. Like my jaw down.
It keeps you from that was actually in the opinion. There used to be one where you actually did that. He did a guillotine defense and then you you actually climbed over the body. Same type of idea. Jump to the side, get out, then you climbed over and put them around headlock. All right, question. Okay, guys. So on your own, in your own areas, don't fall on each other because that would be awkward. Let's do this a couple times. I'll walk around, watch, see if there's anything that needs to happen, and keep it going. Then get out your phone. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and bend over like your head's in the guillotine. There you go. Okay, so freeze from here. Hold the arm. Come back up to you. Hold the arm on.
This
Shuffle and go down your knees. So hold on to your head. Go to lift you off to this side away from your head. Well, I want you to think, where's the head located? So bend over. Actually, physically put your head in the, think about where your head actually is. You're grabbing like this. You're not grabbing your own hands. You're grabbing like this. This arm is only back. You know where it goes. Yes. Now go to lift, you hop that way. Yes. Now take your arm, fold it down. The other one. One's over the shoulder. Yes. Buckle the knee. Shuffle this way and go down to your knees. So now he's holding on to your head, so you're bent over down low. Lower, lower, lower. Hold now. Yeah, we'll get to your knees. That's it. Hold the wrist. Hold the wrist. So now from here, you take your hand, you're going to push his chin, grab the shoulder, drop your elbow to the ground. How tall is this guy that his neck is like a foot off the ground? But other than that, that was good. Now put him inside. Now put him inside.
monkey grip, pull it over. And then right here, just pull up, jump to the side. Pull down and jump. And then shuffle. Come out all the way down to the ground. Never let go of that wrist. And then you're going to take that other hand. You can do it nice, or you can do it neat, but drive it across, back the shoulder, drive down. Bonus. Somebody's extremely resistant to your arm. Instead of just going straight down, you go up and down. I feel like drive the head up, but that makes it worse.
All right, any questions? Awesome. All right, so now let's get to our ground technique today. So where are we at? Bad guy is in our guard. He stands up. So we're down on the ground, on our back. Bad guy stands up in our guard. So he starts here, punch block stage 1, stands up, and push him back. They're at the end of our feet. Now, if they take the weight off, we kick the knee, we kick the face, and make them back up. Put them into stage 5. If they're leaning in, trying to get to us, we let them come back to stage 1. Over there. Put them back in guard, hold them down. But what if, instead of leaning, they step forward? And now there's really no weight on us, but they're so close we can't kick them. And they're kind of standing over us. That's our situation today. Okay? So we're here. Bad guy's in my guard. He stands up. I have to push him away, put him at the end of my feet. Again, if he's leaning on my feet, I bring him back in. If he's too far away, he's standing straight up, kick the face, kick the knee, I get back up. But he steps and he puts one foot right here. So he's kind of sideways and there's weight. There's maybe a connection here on this foot, but this foot, there's no hip to push anything off. So that tells me where we're at. We're at the hook sweep situation. So from here, I'm going to grab the ankle, hook the knee, push the hip. So we're here. He's at the end of my feet, but he steps forward, puts all his weight kind of right here on this foot. He's hovering over me. So I'm going to grab the ankle with a monkey grip, hooking it from the outside. I'm going to take the other foot and make it a sticky hook so that if he tries to take his foot off, my leg goes with him. It's not just here being kind of lazy. It's active. It's an active hook. It stays with that leg. The other leg is going to, well, let me back up. So using this leg and using my hand, I'm going to center back up underneath him and then a good solid kick. Boom. And help me sit up. Now, once he sits up, once I sit up, I'm going to go ahead and stand up and base. Too far away to ride up with him. So I'm going to go from here now. Leg is out, crossed, leg is out. So instead of, we could do this and cross our feet to get up, but it's just as easy. Just pull it through. So from here, bad guy stands up at the end of my feet. Again, I'm going to let him down if he's leaning on me. But if he steps up and puts one foot to either side, it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep my helmet on, do a little side crunch and grab the ankle. From here, the other foot is going to come up underneath the opposite knee. So I've got one leg here. I've got a hook on this guy's bad guy's leg here. I've got the knee hooked with my foot. So he's got a foot here, and I've got the ankle here. This leg tries to come out, I'm following it with my foot. It does not leave, and you'll find a lot of times that they fall if they try to do that. Now, the other foot is solid on the hip. So I'm going to shove his hip making him fall, keeping a hold of the ankle, keeping a hold of the hook, right up, hand to the floor, up and base. We'll talk about the next part in just a minute, how to get to the top. We'll go from there. Questions? Okay. So, let's go ahead and do it a couple of times. I want you to envision that guy's standing over you like this. He's getting ready to start just raining punches down. You really don't have a good bite on this hip. This one you can kind of have a bite on it, but if he moves it, it's going to be easy. He's going to be passed. So you keep a good solid shot here and grab that hook with the top of your foot, toes pulled up. Yes, absolutely. So you make a very sticky, active hook. You center up your body, still keeping your helmet on. Kick the hips solid. Make them fall. Right up. And we'll talk about what the bad guy's going to do. Right. Looks like we have a little bit of space now if you want to spread out. There's a couple of spots that are still left. All right, so do it a couple of times, guys. Come back. And we'll finish up the technique in just a minute. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
This side.
Which one was on the hip there, Sam? All right, let's see. I thought that's what I was seeing. Big grab. Good. Now, instead of curling the toes down, lift them up. Yes, that makes a big U shape of your foot. It keeps that knee. Yes, that's right. Push, pull, up the base. Perfect. Back. Which one's the hook? Which one's better than the ankle? Okay, it looked like you were backwards for a second. That's why I asked you. What's the third follow-up?
Here, and then if he avoids that, that's if he steps over.
Right. Turn and
Right. Just lose control of the ankle. So you can't do anything. Well, all the video watching and like none of the live repetition, you don't actually do it in practice, you're not going to hold on to it.
Good. Okay, so from here, we just got the bad guy down. He falls. He's got one foot caught. He's got the other one hooked. He falls. He has two options. Bad guy can either sit up. When he does, his feet go down. He cannot kick while he's sitting up. Or he tries to kick. Then be here. There's two different options bad guy will do. Either one, we have an answer for. Obviously, he could roll over and try to run away. But if he's going to engage in a fight, continue to engage in a fight, then he's got those two options. He's going to try to scramble up and come towards you, or he's going to try to kick you. If you get up before him, you may think, oh, what? I can do this. They take a try to take a page out of your playbook. Makes sense. All right, so from here, what do? So bad guy, we just got up and base. Bad guy sits up. As he sits up, the feet go down. We're going to push him back down. It's the safest time to do it as he's getting up. I'm going to push on the shoulder and on the hip. So I'm going to push in, go to a push-up position on top of it. Lower my body in, spread my feet wide, hug the arm, hug the neck, and hold position. If he tries to kick, I'm going to start the lawnmower. Now, younger guys, you may have push button starts on your lawnmowers, but we had old guys and pulls on our starts. They have like one easy pull starts.
I know.
now.
It's like 250.
Yeah, I was like, it starts. It might as well be a button.
But it works.
What's that?
It works.
It works. It might as well be a button though. You'd usually like do it like 10 times to get it to start. It's like trying to start an airplane.
Yeah, like the way you do.
Uses a key? Today's you.
See, too easy. Oh, even back then the tractors were full starts.
Crazy.
Or crank, yeah.
Crank, yeah.
That's a little before my time, but yeah. All right, so if he tries to sit up, we're going to grab the foot and pull and step past. Now, because he's already on his back, we don't have to push him down. We just go hands on the mat, lower ourselves down. Okay. Either way, without a partner today, you're just going to do a reverse push-up. I don't want to see you belly flopping to the ground. So make sure that your hands come down and you're going to lower yourself in to control your own descent so that you practice that with your partners. Now, if you body slam your bad guy, the only problem I see with that is you're going to have a lot of momentum and maybe you're going to roll. So control over your descent. Okay. So again, your two options after you get up is he sits up. I'm going to push the shoulder, push the hip, drive him back down, clear the legs. Come down, hug it under the arm, under the neck, feet wide for balance. If he tries to kick, I'm going to grab the foot, pull it, and dive past to the mat. Same thing though. One thing I do, well, most common mistake I see in this move, in this part of this move, in this part of double ankle grab, kick variation, is this. It's not this. We want to be in a push-up position. So you're literally almost diving into a push-up position.
Kind of doing a jumping sprawl.
Yeah.
Is there
Makes
a
sense.
better play? Hand placement when you're doing the dive. Shoulder, hip.
Shoulder, hip if they're sitting up.
Right, but
If you're doing the other one,
same
it's floor.
side, opposite sides.
Oh, okay. Opposite sides.
So, and low south hand on the hip, north hand on the shoulder.
Yes. Good question. So the question was, where's a precise place for a hands placement? So if I'm the bad guy sitting up, let's think about this. If you're going to come over to this side, what part of the body do we have to really worry about? Is it the shoulders or the hips?
Shoulder.
So it's okay to turn their shoulders to you?
Away from
You want the shoulders turned away, so you want the hips turned to you?
You need both.
It's like logistics. What part are we actually worried about? You don't want the legs coming under. So that's why you want to push on the far hip. So you want this hip down so it can't turn back into. If the shoulders bend, that's okay. We expect this. We don't want him to roll. Don't give him the opportunity to roll. So you push the hip here, but push the shoulder there, and so it kind of pins them both ways. Great question. All right. Questions on the technique? Okay, so we're going to start in guard. Start here. Bad guy stands up. Put him on punch block stage 4. He steps forward immediately. Helmet, foot, hook, center, kick, rock up and base. Visualize. What's he doing? He's sitting up. Boom, dive. He stays down, grab the foot and go. Okay. Questions? All right. By the time the bad guy falls all the way, you should be getting up in base and ready to do whatever. Respond to whatever they're doing. If you're not comfortable getting up in base as fast, take your time. We're still in the learning phase, right? We don't expect you to be super fast. The idea is that's kind of the idea is that by the time they reset or they fall, they go like this, you should be up in base, ready to go. Because what they're going to do is try to come after you. So they're going to come like this, and you're going to push them back there. When we're doing this with partners later, safety tip, don't do this. Lose your shoulders, lose an elbow, lose a wrist. Turn that over. And in general, you go to a seminar, don't do this. Especially if it's a pack seminar, and I rolls into you, lose yours. Okay, questions? Okay, guys. So let's start going. Let's do it a couple of times, come back. Last technique for the night. All right, let's go. See you go.
Not quite, I can see the lead.
Good, Chris. What's he doing? Get up, so shoulders. Yes, drop in. Nice. Hug the arm, hug the neck. Good. Now, when we do a grip, we're going to do what's called a gable grip. So, it's 2 monkey grips. Just go over your thumb. Exactly. That looks good. That is the easiest way to do it. There is no right or wrong.
Right.
But that is the easiest way to do it, yes.
I find myself going other way. So
That's just because you're comfortable doing that side.
right, so here, and then I sit up.
That's just because you're comfortable with that side. That's probably the side you do most of the time.
Yeah.
Stop being comfortable.
Exactly. I was trying to do it straight leg, I'm like, this doesn't work. Going this way.
Yeah, no, that's good foot sideways.
It'd be a good thing to put on knee. Hunt discomfort. Seek discomfort.
I can pre-order the line keys now.
Ooh, with the
How much are
With the
those?
line on the inside.
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
the same price as everything else.
So BA.
It's burgundy lion on the inside back of the gi. And then just logos on it and everything like that. They make rash guards. The rash guards are burgundy wine. That's more of a wine, not even a burgundy. It's kind of almost purplish, but it's nice looking.
How much are they? I don't know how much.
Normally I think
Steel,
they're
225.
$155, something like that.
Yeah.
But you can get, they may have the kit put together to where you get the rash guard and the gi for like $187, $200 something.
Yeah.
Because the rash guard itself is $55. I don't know if they're doing that or not. I don't see that yet on the site, but all those are available. They've got the spats are all burgundy. Yeah. Got like purple legs. You want black one? You want to get burgundy legs? Wide legs. All right, guys, let's go ahead and hop up.
I don't have one.
Yeah, they're probably get used to wearing them.
Oh, it's fancy. Yeah.
That's nice though.
Yeah.
They're nice. They just slip a lot easier. You don't get as much. When I first started, somebody ripped my arm like this, and I mean, like really ripped my skin. I was like, ooh, burning it bad. That's why I have a lot of long sleeve wrestlers. Okay, guys. Tomorrow night, class number 19. What's tonight? 19. Yeah, 19. So take the back from guard tomorrow night. That one will be interesting. I'll definitely watch the video. Take the back from the guard. So definitely watch that video. They only have 35 and 36 techniques. So there's one they left out. I'll have to look and see which one that is. I haven't really paid attention all that much. But they left one out, maybe like that. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Valley 5, down to Gracie. About me, about all of you. All right, have a great night tonight, guys, and we'll see you later.